Hey everybody! Friday night. We got another Halloween Fright night here at the Holy Cross Abbey in Canyon City, Colorado. Where else, right? So yeah, we do have the haunted house going on right now, and I'll go ahead and move it on over there. We got people going through it. We're gonna try and catch some of the scares that happened during the haunted house. And earlier tonight, I was setting up and saw a couple of young ladies come through here, and these monks got them pretty well. So it's kind of hilarious to watch the people come in and their reactions to some of this stuff. My cameras aren't really in great locations this year, and it's really not something that I should be moving the cameras around for, but we'll get a look at some of this, catch some of these. It's kind of fun to catch them as they're getting somewhat freaked out. It's funny to watch the guys because they kind of huddle up more than the girls. I don't get it, but that's how it happens. Ugh. Let's see here. So how's everybody's week going? I've been kind of laying low this week. Hadn't really been doing a whole lot. A lot of work on the RV. I'm getting ready for winter. And so I had to reseal my roof, and I did some electrical stuff, and put some carpet down, and basically been a work week trying to get the RV ready for winter. And honestly, hey, Sir X, how are you tonight? Honestly, I've been kind of a little bit under the weather, kind of in the weeds. Just not feeling so hot. Old man things, aches and pains. But I'm okay. Tomorrow night we'll be at the hospital, and hopefully you guys will join in on that. Now I'm gonna try to. I didn't get in this week and do what I wanted to. I wanted to get my cameras all set up and make sure everything's working correctly with that. See if I could still remember how to do it. Looks like we've got a couple of people coming in the front door there, so that means pretty soon we'll see them down here and in this area here crawling through. We should get a reaction. It'll look like a bunch of younger people, but yeah, really hadn't been streaming that much this week. I haven't gotten any TikToks done. I haven't done any of the stuff, social medias that I should had. Again, I'm kind of planning tomorrow night with the investigation coming up tomorrow night, laying low, and then I've got some gals coming in on Sunday, doing an investigation here, and then I have more coming in on Thursday, and it's kind of a crazy week, and so yeah, I just been kind of laying low, getting done what I needed to get done before that cold weather starts setting in. And it's already getting cold here in the monastery. There's an investigation and no invite. I've been streaming it all week. It's Sean's deal. He's got set up over at the hospital. And we're going to go back there. But I may set one up, just for, my peeps, because I can get over there just about any time I want. And in fact, that's how everybody else has been getting in there, is by my connections and whatnot. And so, yeah, I could definitely set something up sometime there. And that would be a fun one to everybody get together. Just like here, there's no heat over there. It's cold. And we're starting to run into that winter weather, and like I was just saying, already it's keeping around 50 degrees up here in the monastery at night, getting kind of cool enough for a jacket I've had the heat on last week. right? That would be fun. The Abbey and a hospital. Fun for you guys. Look like we got a big crowd coming in now. Another there. We got the younger people coming in through the crawl space there. Every now and then you'll get some. Sorry, I took some Advil. But if you look at this thing here, they have to kind of crawl through this padding in between. And Chris, I know you'll recognize it because that's where we were sitting the night getting the EVPs with the little girl. Some more people coming in. And so this is when they're inflated. So it's kind of you could stand up and go in between them. But most of the people I see are crawling through it. And so they'll either come in on their knees or they'll come sliding in at the top, but then they're kind of surprised by meeting the monks at the very end there, and it kind of surprises them. Now, again, it's dark down there. They do have one light. I think it's a red light down there, but you can't tell it. That circle of light that you see is my IR light, so it's actually pretty dark down there. It's not as lit up as it appears to be. Right? Right? They finally got the vortex going last week, so the vortex is set up. That's pretty cool. Gives you the illusion as you walk through it, things spinning around you and whatnot, that you're going through some time travel. Very, very cool effect. And I know Bernard, one of the engineers, so to speak, for all the props and whatnot, has been working feverishly to get that going, and finally has. So it's pretty cool, pretty cool. What you got coming, man? What you got coming? I haven't bought any new toys in quite some time. I'm envious. I'm envious. So basically what happens here, guys, is when they come in the door that you see here, somebody's coming in now, then they have to go down the ramp, and then they end up at the end of the hallway down here. And then you go through a little maze there. There's a dining room and stuff set up in there with creepy stuff. And then you come through and you go through the vortex, and then you come out and you end up in this bag area. So it takes a few minutes before you ever get to go through the area that we're looking at here. And then you have to go all the way down the hallway through the kitchen area, through a huge maze, and figure out how to get to this point, which is the meat locker and the slaughter room. And once you get there, then you have to go all the way around the slaughter room to come out on the other side, and then continue the maze into the kitchen and the cafeteria area and all that. And it's actually it's a pretty big deal to go through all that. I'm trying to get to there we go. It's a pretty big deal trying to get through that maze. I mean, they've done an incredible job this year setting that thing up. It's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and just cover that, because that's that stairwell. There should be nobody ever come up on the second, third, or fourth floor. For that matter, beyond the front doors there, we've got the double doors closed off so that they can't come any further than just come through the front door, and then they're directed directly to the basement via the ramp end. So there's the girls that came in earlier. There's really not a whole lot out there. Somebody just come through there at the same time. Got him. Cool. These guys made it through. Now they're going to go through the electrical room, and then you go through there and come out the other side, and it's pretty fun what they have set up on the other side. I don't know if I made that video or not. I can't. Been kind of a blur the last few weeks. body cam with IR and audio recorder. What is it? Is it like a GoPro? I mean, IR and audio. We. All right, well, like the police use. Oh, okay. So it's a body cam sort of thing. Is that right? Nice. Nice. Cool. So yeah, the girls from Ghost Hunt USA stopped by earlier tonight. They were doing a thing over at the Colorado, let's see, the Museum of Colorado Prisons. So they're doing a thing over there and a little event. It's amazing how many people they got, though. I think they had 40 guests tonight in that little building. That's an awful lot. But at any rate, they're doing their thing over there tonight. Misty is going to join them over there, and then she'll be joining us tomorrow night over at the hospital. So if you don't know who she is, you'll meet her tomorrow along with Jennifer, I think Sean said, and one other lady. It seemed like it was Deborah or something. I don't know. And then Sean. We were going to have James and Christopher, but they had some other things that they've decided to do instead. So they won't be joining us. So it'll just be three ladies, Sean and myself tomorrow, which is fine. That's the perfect size for that building. It's a little bit bigger than the Prison Museum, not by a whole lot, but it should be a lot of fun. Well, they made it through the maze pretty quickly, that group. Well, like I say, sometimes it looks like the guys are more afraid than the girls. Where's that macho? Even if I was scared, I wouldn't want to show it. All right. The hospital, we've been there. I've been there quite a few times. I think this is Sean's second or third time. It's interesting. It's it's like everywhere else. It's either on or it's off. And hopefully tomorrow night it'll be on. Hopefully it'll be active and things will be stirred up for us, and we can have a lot of fun over there. We did have some activity down in the basement. We still can't explain. It was like somebody walking around with a flashlight, but it was a beam of light that we can't account for, and there's just no way that down in the basement where this was at that it could have been anything from a window or something like that. So I don't know what created that light. Sean and I don't have any idea. So hopefully we'll be able to run into that again tomorrow night, find out what the heck it is, and be able to capture it and show it to you guys. The audio, I'm not real sure what to expect there. I'm hoping that I can take in the roaming cam and be able to use the roaming cam like I did the last time, but for the life of me, I can't remember how I set it up. And so hopefully I'll get in here for a little bit in the morning and be able to pull out the DVRs, hook up the roaming cam, get it set up, and try to get the audio working so that you guys will have audio tomorrow. I do know that I will be setting up my phone in front of the monitor and basically streaming from my phone whatever you see on the monitor. So it's not coming live from the DVR, but it's going to be a better way to do it. And that's how I did it the last time. I just can't remember how I did the audio. And so I'm hoping that I'll be able to just hook up a speaker to my DVR system, and be able to get the audio there. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how that works. If not, worst case scenario, I'll take the walkie-talkies again and use the walkie-talkie to set it up a command and talk through the walkie-talkies if that's what I got to do. Let's see here. Forbidden? What? What? That first link is forbidden. Disregard, disregard. Okay. Oh, it was a picture of the body cam. Okay. I get it. I get it. So I was talking with my buddy James from the fam. He's hoping to get out here to Colorado again with Omar Gosh. These guys are big YouTubers, and try to get out here next month and do one more thing here at the Abbey before it gets too cold, and then possibly he and I getting together and doing a little road trip down in New Mexico and Texas and whatnot, and spend a couple of weeks on the road traveling around doing haunted locations. So we're going to talk about that next month when he gets here. Hopefully he'll be able to make it out mid-November before the cold starts really setting in. But we'll see, but try to set up something for next spring. And then also it's time again already where I've got to start thinking about Mayhem next year. Every year I say I'm not going to do it. No, I always end up doing it. It's a lot of work, and this year for some reason, I don't know why, but a lot of the people that normally come didn't make it. Here we go. Let's see what's happening here. Huddle up, girls, huddle up. Let me put this over here. Let me put this one here because it's kind of irrelevant. It's just the background behind me here. Put this one over here. There. Now we get a little gooder view, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I can adjust this. Or there. That works gooder. Let me Control-Alt. There we go. There. Now I can still see the door, see these guys here. Get over here to my chat. There. Now everything's nice. So yeah, I'm hoping to hit the road and do some traveling, get the Mayhem event planned out, get that started and going, if I'm gonna do it. And try to figure out, who wants to come this year. And it's a big deal. We had a lot of fun this year. Again, it was, I thought that there was about 8 people that were for sure going to show up, and not one of those 8 that I knew for sure were going to show up, because they've come to every year in the last 9 years. This will be big number 10. And so I'm hoping that they'll follow through. Maybe get some bigger name people in here, some people that people might recognize and want to hang with and do some stuff. I got some. We got them. They got kind of freaked a little bit. Get some people in here, that people might want to come see them as well and do some investigating. Maybe get Omar and get James in here. I also have some the Lynches out of Ohio. I've got Skeletons and Kittens out of where are they at? Where is Nick at? Which they just got married. Congratulations. They got married October 13th in one of the haunted places down there. I think they were in Ohio as well. Could be wrong. But yeah, I'd love to get them out here. They would have a blast. Yeah, I've done things like that before. I've combined the those girls are still huddled up. I've done the prison and the monastery at one time, and I've also taken them over to Bond Hollow during the daytime, and we've explored Bond Hollow, the old ghost town, mining town, not too far from here, during the daytime. And then I've set up things where we've gone to the cemetery, and I bring Tom Monaco in, who is world-renowned dowser. Got those two ladies. No, it was a young man and his mom, probably. Got them pretty good, it looked like. Got some more victims coming in the door now. Busy night. This will be the busiest night of the year. Tonight and tomorrow, busiest weekend, I should say, for the haunted house. Next weekend, everybody, it'll be busy, but we will have a lot of people doing parties and stuff like that, so they won't be coming here. So this will be the biggest night of the year, I'm told. We'll see how many people show up. Cool. The right arm. The right arm. What? What right arm? I'm not sure what you're talking. You lost me there, Chris. You lost me. Oops, somebody went out they said, oh, hell to the no. Uh-oh, we got some little ones coming in. Mom and Dad, holy moly, more little ones. Yep. Wow. Be interesting to see how they react. Cam number 3. Number 3. Are you talking the where the coffin and stuff is? Down in the potato cellar? Oh, here. This one over here, I've got that setting over by my refrigerator on top of the cabinet there, just kind of showing off the room a little bit. Just because really the only thing we can show here of any interest are these two cams that you're seeing. The others really don't, there's not anything going to happen there. So I just got these up to have something to look at. And then we've got the front door there. So conceivably I could cover this whole thing and have this all covered, because it's the only thing we're going to see are the, let me get this. Now let me pull that there. Because basically all we're going to see is this up here that we'll ever see any people in. So we'll see the people come in, Then as they come through this section here, we'll see them, and then we'll see them when they go through here. That's the only place I have cameras set up, so that's the only place that will be visible. So there's really no reason to show you anything else at this point. We're basically seeing all we can see. A lot of people coming in, so we must be pretty busy out there. The parking lot must be pretty full. Had a good week, actually. I've been working, as I said earlier, on RV. Got some projects done that's been gnawing on me for 2 years now. I finally got the roof recoated and resealed, and so that it doesn't leak. And I've been putting it off, procrastinating, putting it off, but I finally got it done. And so I shouldn't have to worry about that for another 4 or 5 years. What? So what's going on there in Lamar, man? La Junta. Down east. Eastern Colorado there. Anything fun? Lamar. Every L town I could think of. Lamar, La Junta. Lamar. La Junta. La Vida. They have a zombie walk. Huh, okay. Waiting for them little kids to come through. You're going to hear them screaming, I'll bet. I'll bet we'll hear them screaming. I'll probably hear them all the way up here. Okay, that's where them cameras have to be lowered, because then I get in the way. So that's why I did it the way I did. Now I get it. So that when I go supersize, I'm not covering up any of the fun. I just remembered. All right, let's go ahead and redo all that then. And actually, I could, I guess, set up my main command center that way. But I'm not gonna. Yep, that's where we were listening and hearing all the child's voices and stuff. Pretty cool. We had a fox in a tree here all day long at the monastery, which is kind of fun. I see somebody coming through. I see it bouncing around. We got a, yeah, they're walking through. Uh-oh, that guy says, that's freaky, that's freaky. Oh no, that's creepy, Dad. That's creepy. Don't touch me like that. You scared me. Yeah, scared me, Dad. They did it pretty well. Really, there's, I guess when they get the actors involved, then it gets more creepy, but down there, no, I think they've got static lights that are on, maybe some black lights or some, maybe some red lights. I'm not sure. I have never been down there, actually, while they're working the haunted house. Of course, I go down there all the time when nothing's on. And I do plan on going down tomorrow because I didn't realize that they got the vortex finally set up. I'd like to see it. But again, I'll see it in the dark. I won't see it all lit up. Yeah, I haven't ever done the haunted house when the actors were in there and it all lit up and fog going and the creepy sounds and stuff. Because definitely now when you walk in the front door, you hear the music right away, the creepy music being played and all that stuff. So it's a different environment for sure. youngest son was asking me if I was going to show any of the haunts this year. And really, like I say, I don't have a whole lot of cameras here. So basically, you know, there's not a whole lot to show. So I thought, well, you know, I could, but I'm going to sorry about that. Not a whole lot to show as far as stuff that I have on camera. I didn't move any of my cameras. Whatever they built around the existing cameras was just by, you know, the hallway there and the one in the slaughter room. Just they were there. I didn't move anything or place anything. They really, for the most part, I don't want to, you know, mess with any of their scenes or anything like that. So, and likewise, they respect my cameras, so they don't mess with my cameras either. So this is what we get this year, and it's why I've been kind of reluctant to even do any live stream while they were doing the haunted house. But I figure what tonight, you know, because I haven't been streaming in the last week or so, figured excuse me, now I'm yawning. I figured I would stream a little bit and give you guys a little taste of the haunted house. Thorn Hall is pretty crazy this year. They added a few new things. They switched things around a little bit, but it's not too crazy different than it was last year. Okay, there we go. Got a whole bunch coming through that time. And I guess last week, actually, they had them. There was a 2-hour wait to get into the haunted house. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. That many people. I'm watching over here on this other camera. I've got these over here, and then I have more over here, and just kind of keeping an eye on, like I say, I can't see, but I'm just kind of timing them to see how long it takes on the average to get from one side to the other in the maze, and it surprisingly takes a long time. And I get it because I know the way around down there, and it's time consuming. If you don't know the way, then yeah. So that group just came in and left. Here's the kids, mom and dad. Boy, dad's a big fella. So I'm trying to see how many pixels this is. Ugh. I don't want to know about payments. I want to know more about the oh, that's not bad. A lot of people coming in again. 23 by 12, that's not bad. Is that, I wonder, can you switch it from move to MP4 as well? I wonder if you have that option. Typically you do. Okay, full spectrum. Somebody just left again. Girls came through. Cool. Why is it doing that? It won't let me scroll. Read more. There we go. 170-degree wide angle. That's cool. Now what you do is you get a ghost light from Mr. Rich Horn. And rather than seeing 33 feet away, you'll be able to see 100 feet away. 18 hours on 1080, 20 hours on 720, 10,000. That's pretty much up to your HD card, but the battery life is good. Nice. Pretty cool. Pretty cool there, Chris. Oh, me. I could tell, you guys can't really see, but the chair room is sealed off completely. You can't get into the chair room. And I know what's going on the other side of the chair room. They actually have a mine cart set up. And that's how you end the basement thing is they push you on a mine cart down to the double doors in the potato cellar, and then you have to exit through the potato cellar. And every time they push that cart, I could see that room with the chair just fill up with dust. So I know that they're out the other side of it. You know, we got some dancers, tiny little dancers in the slaughter room there. They don't seem to be too freaked out about it. Oh, man. Oh, it's orbs. You're right. You're right. Sorry about that. And I gotta make it so that it's out of focus, and yeah, then it's authentic. It's an authentic orb. I just saw some guys come in there. Cool. More. Ooh, oh, me. So I'm watching this, basically the same cameras you guys are watching that I got posted up there, with the exception of, there we go, we got some crawlers. We got some crawlers. See there? Oh no, oh no. They're kind of freaked out about that. There's all them kids. We saw them earlier. Oh, that's funny. They're having fun. They're having fun. That's good. That's good. So that tells me there must be a pretty good waiting line down there, that it took them that long to get there, because they came in, what, 20 minutes ago? 25 minutes ago? Yeah, so that's cool. That's cool. And I could go peek out the window and see how many are lined up on the other side, waiting to get into the Hawthorne. By the way, wearing my What's Up Gramps t-shirt. Check it out, guys. What's up, Gramps? I've got one. It references the Frognado that took place here during Mayhem this past summer. And if you weren't here, you have no idea what it's about, but it's pretty funny. And so I got them up in the thing too. And I've got hats and different kinds of hats. I got Ghost Gramps and then What's Up Gramps, and I got some pair of Geezer merch too. I think. Check out my store. Every little bit helps support my channel. And Chris, I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to anybody. They watch my VODs a lot after I've done streamed. It's amazing how many people watch afterwards. Like a day after, I get 100+ people come in and catch up on what they missed. Friday nights are difficult because of the fact that there's a lot of people doing Friday night streams and a lot of people, doing their gaming and stuff. And so it's hard to get them to come in on Friday night. We got a big crowd coming in now. There's a lot of people coming in. Yeah, they must have had at least 10 people, it looked like. More now. Looked like about 10 people come in. So yeah, a lot of people don't watch the show when I'm doing it live. There's a lot more that watch it after the fact. So I'm rocking around 400 and I don't have my count, so I can't honestly even tell you. 400 or not 400, but 350, I think, 340, 350 follows now. I've got a very special thing planned for when I get up around 400. We're going to have a drawing. I'm going to give away an S box. They run about right around $100. Pretty cool little device. It's a spirit box, portable spirit box. Thing is it records everything as well as the AM, FM, and you could set up how fast it scans, which if it goes forward or reverse, of course it scans AM and FM, but it records the whole thing while you're doing it, and depending on how big your SD card is, why then it can hold a lot of information. I see the kids are in the slaughter room there. Cool. Checking it out. We got some more people coming in through the whole group of ladies. Oh, I'm going to have to give you that back, buddy. I'm going to have to, and I don't know how to do it. I'll have Axbatch do it because I can't go to the basement tonight. I can't go down, and that costs you a lot of points. Yeah, no, I'll get you that 5,000. You get me to the basement, but I'll give you that 5,000 back. Here's some kids coming through. Mom and Dad, cool. They all seem to be having fun, and that's good. They're not getting too freaked out by anything, and that's good. I don't know what those guys were doing. They looked, and then they left. Okay, let me put this back there. Cool. But I've got
It was at this moment he knew.
He
fucked up.
Ain't that the truth? I've got the S box that I'll be giving away, and I'm going to have a first, second, and third prize. So basically, the last time when I had 300, it was up to the people that were in the running for 300. I give away a free T-shirt. This time I'm going to give away the S box, a T-shirt, and a hat, first, second, and third. And everybody will be eligible to win. Anybody that watches my streams will be eligible to win those prizes. So make sure as we get closer and closer, and I'll be letting you know too, because it's kind of exciting to hit that milestone 400. Been a long time. It's not easy earning people's subscriptions and follows and whatnot like that, and then you've got to stay consistent. And lately, I've been, like I said, kind of in the weeds and hadn't been here consistently. I've got life goes on for me too, and I've got things I've got to take care of before winter. So last Friday, what was up last Friday there, Bub? Mr. Chris? What you do last Friday that you fucked up? Well, I wish I brought some more snacks to eat. Oh no. So do you have to go all the way back? Oh, wow. All right, we got some more contestants coming in. They must have radios down there and tell somebody when yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, I used to do a lot of work down in that area. A lot of, here we go. Kind of funny. They must have radios and let somebody know when one group gets to the slaughter room, because it seems like once somebody hits the slaughter room, then they let somebody come through and behind them. And I get it, it's a timing thing. It takes a while to get through that maze if you don't know. It's pretty tricky. I'm pretty impressed at how tricky. I don't know if they had it built when you were here, Chris, or not, but it's pretty cool. And it can tangle you up if you don't know where you're going. I would love to investigate Bentsport too, but I don't think they allow that because it is a national park, and they do things different than, yeah, they just don't allow that kind of stuff. I had Fort Niagara in outside of, Niagara Falls, New York. I had an uncle that worked there, and I was able to do a paranormal investigation at Fort Niagara on the lowdown. That was incredible, and that was way back. That was in the early 1980s. Because I was using an old VHS tape to film with. That tells you how long ago it was. Great big old clunky VHS camcorder. And I always said I was going to switch it over and put it on to, digitize the analog video, and I never did. And eventually I lost the VHS. I have no idea where it's at. So, that was an investigation that was a once-in-a-lifetime deal, and I didn't take care of it well enough to savor the memory. Well, I'll always have the memory, but I won't be able to show anybody. Yeah, there we go. So now watch. As soon as these guys pass through, then there'll be some more people come through over on this other side. So just any time there should be some more coming through here. All right, what we got going in there? That's one of the actors. I recognize him. That's the sneaky way around. That's that laundry room. Because there's the room. That's the door that keeps opening, the boiler room door. Chris, I know you know where I'm talking about. That's that door that goes where all the washing machines are and the sinks and stuff. So you can avoid all the mats and stuff by going through this door, and you end up on the other side without having to go through that. Got a lot of people coming in, but I don't see a lot of people coming through. Been a while. These guys are still down there. Okay, we got some more here. Okay, maybe when they pass, then they'll allow the next group out. Okay, cool. Pretty busy night tonight. I'm gonna go walk down the hall real quick and kind of get a gander at what's going on outside. How many people they got? Yeah, give you a good time. Take a pee break. Okay, that's one of the actors, obviously. He's actually the crawler that chases him through that. Right now, they seem to have everybody on hold for some reason. I don't see. That group has gone through. Well, this group hasn't gone through yet. There hadn't been anybody else enter. And there's a bunch of people down there, that's for sure. There are loads of people down there. Okay, here we go. We got somebody. They're crawling through. Crawling through. More people coming in. Lots more people coming in. Like a whole lot more people coming in. See, now if I was those guys, I would have stood up and slid sideways. Because even as big as that guy is, he could have made it. Standing up. He didn't have to crawl. My knees can't do that. But it's going to get them ready because they have to crawl through the mattresses and section and whatnot to get from the kitchen area, from the monks area over to the kitchen area. Or cafeteria area. So they'll have to crawl. That sucks. I know where the secret door is, so I don't have to crawl. I just go through the door and go around. Right? They don't know that there's actually a crawler down there, a spirit we call a crawler. They don't know about that. So they may not be alone while they're on their knees crawling around there. There could be other things involved. I'm gonna go check the hallway real quick and I'll be right back. Yeah, my knees couldn't take it either, Chris. There's no way. I hate crawling. In fact, being on top of the RV yesterday, just coating the roof is part of the aches and pains I'm feeling today. But the euphoric feeling of having the damn job done after thinking about getting it done for the past 2 years is well worth the little bit of pain. All right, we got some others just came through. Again, you don't have to crawl, but of course you don't know that. All right, I'm going to run down the hall. I'll be right back. I'm not going to run, I'm going to walk. Pretty noisy down there. Oh, show. Pretty noisy down there. All right. Ooh. All right. Well, yeah, there's a lot of people on that all the way. They're lined up all the way down the ramp and around the corner. And then it looks like there's quite a few people lined up waiting to get into Hulathorn. And it's 9 o'clock, so yeah, I imagine But I never looked at the front, but that person just came out of that second room. One of the actors. Pretty quiet. The rest of the building, but I don't expect anything. There's nobody allowed beyond that front entry. Here we see a lot more people coming in. And you can see, just bring that up. And you can see they have a rope strung across here, and there's actually an arrow right here you can't see, pointing them down to the ramp. And then the double doors that are over here are all locked up. They can't come any further than that. So, there we go. All right. We'll put that back over here. Pop that one back up over the top of it. There we go. There we go. Got some live ones. Oh. I'm surprised the ones with all those younger kids did really good. The younger kids did. Now I caught some, and I'll make a clip of it tomorrow to play for the next week. I'll make a clip of the best scares because there was two little girls. I say they were probably 13, 14 years old. They came out and they freaked out and fell to the floor, and it was they were just laughing. The other one reached up and then touched the other one and scared her more, and it was hilarious to watch them freak out a little bit. So yeah. Maybe I'll make a clip of that one. Maybe make highlight reel of all the ones that really did get the jump scared. And it is, you got to understand again, for anybody that may be watching this later, that it even though it looks like it's lit up, these are all very dimly lit, probably with a black light or a red light, if any light at all. And we're talking maybe 15-watt bulbs, so they aren't putting out too much light at all, just enough to see silhouettes. The lights that you see are my IR lights, so it makes it look like it's all lit up, but it's really not. It's really not it.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, Chris. I didn't tell anybody I was streaming tonight, so I don't really expect a whole lot of people to jump in. Just find me by accident, that's okay. Tomorrow night I'll be streaming, and if you look at my ticker tape, let's see, I got it turned off right now. There we go, we got a whole group. Ooh, what we have here? Some more fall to the floors. So that'll probably be a keeper for tomorrow. Yep. See how they do as it progresses. They see the IR light, but most of them don't. They're too busy looking around to really notice it. Every now and then I'll see somebody look up at it, but for the most part, I don't think very many of them notice it. You know, I mean, because it is dark, they may see a red light, but they don't relate it to being an IR camera. And plus, in that particular hallway, I have that auxiliary light, so there's a whole bunch of IR lights, which doesn't look like a camera. It looks more like a box. So they may not even realize that it's a camera. So, Chris, is that what you do? You deliver medical supplies? Cool. Here we go. We got a live one. Oh, he jumped back a little bit. Maybe in the cushion. Then again, maybe not. I could hear screaming just now. And you know, if I could hear it, it was somebody screaming loud. Hits the ghost. Thought maybe I'd go up and walk the 4th floor with my green light and just make the people wonder what the hell's going on up here that are outside. Just for grins. They may have seen flashlights and they may have seen even red lights, but they don't see that green light very often. And it's bright, it's bright. The ultra green. The ultra green. They'll know something's up. They just won't know what. So I'm going to try to get things streaming back in the RV again because I don't want to be running back and forth here. As it gets colder. So I'll be doing more streaming out in the RV. There we go. They actually made it through very quickly. Takes them about 5 minutes, though, to get from there to there. Typically, if the maze wasn't there, 45 seconds tops, you know. So, and I think that's, you know, there's a lot of doors and it does confuse you. And if you don't know a specific area that you're going to, that's the advantage. I know where I'm at. And so I know where I'm trying to get to and where it's probably leading to ultimately. So I know how to avoid certain areas. I don't have to go down a dead end hallway because I know that it leads nowhere. These people don't have that advantage. And so they're opening doors that are taking them down a corridor that leads them to a dead end. There's that one fella. Leads them to another doorway, and then it ends in a dead end. So then they try and find their way back, and now there's more doors that they didn't notice behind the doors that they opened that leads them to other places, and they get lost there. And it does take a little bit of time to go through door to door to door because there must be, without exaggeration, at least 50, maybe 75 different doors that you have to open and close, or you know where you're going. Some of them don't open at all. Some of them open and you go around a bend and they dead end. Some of them open, you go around a bend, open another door, you go through 2 more doors, and it dead ends at both ends. So unless you know where you're going, it does take a little bit of time to get through the maze. But I always knew where I was headed ultimately, and so I was able to quickly figure out the maze. Plus, I was here while they were building it, so I knew exactly the progression of the maze. And so it didn't really get me. So it is impressive to see some of these people just kind of blaze through it, never being through it before. And the one advantage that I do know is the parts that you have to crawl in. I know because I know the guys that built this, they're not going to crawl back and forth to build these things. They have trap doors built up that in the daytime, you can clearly see where the doors are, and you can open up the hidden door and take the sideways so that you can avoid all these little crawl spaces. And I know where they're at. So when I'm down there, even in the pitch dark, I know to look for those doors and not have to crawl through any parts of the maze to get through it. I just go through the door, the sneaky door, and come back in through a different way. So we've got a lot of people in here right now. I mean, there's that landing it has to be full, and they're not moving a whole lot. It's not like it's a steady stream of people. So basically, here we go. We got some more people coming in. So it's not like we have a steady stream of people to just keep going through. They're actually staggering them pretty well so that each little group gets to figure it out on their own without being pushed by somebody behind them, which is pretty good. I like that. I like that. Now, last week, like I said, they had a 2-hour wait to get in, and the haunted house didn't shut down till almost midnight. Typically, they shut things down at 10 o'clock. So they must have had so many people in line, it took another 2 hours to get everybody through it. So there we go. We got those people going through Now they should allow, now that those people went through it, they might allow a couple more to come in. We'll see here. We'll see here. They come in through the front door, Chris. They go down the ramp direct. They immediately head down the ramp at the front business end at the entry, and they come down the ramp, and then they have to wait there. And then there's the first little section in front of the museum. The Native American Museum is dressed up kind of like a dining room and the inside of a house. And then there's a dining room that goes into a room where there's a baby crib and some creepy dolls and all that stuff. And then it loops around into that section to where the portal is set up, the vortex. And then they go through the vortex, and then they come out of the vortex room and end up where the big pillows are set up there that you have to crawl, or you could slide through them too. You don't have to get down on your hands and knees. But you come through there, and then you go down that long hallway into the kitchen, and that's where you start into the maze and all that. All the way into, you go around the entire meat locker, and then on the other side where the canned good area is, there's a bunch of stretch cords, and they're like spider webs, and there's a set of 4 of them, and you have to go through there in the dark and try to figure out how to get out of all those stretch cords, only to meet another one and get through those, and then you meet all together 4 of them. Then they've got a bunch of swinging barrels in there, and you have to dodge the barrels to get through the end of there, and then you start back into a maze process that takes you over to the monks' dining area. And it's pretty elaborate. It's a big deal. Okay, here we go. Dad's having fun with the kids there. That's funny. Pretty funny. So yeah, I'll get a lot of the little clips off tomorrow when I'm up here trying to set up the DVR. I'm telling you what, I'm busy this next week again, and I'm trying to get my energy up. I've really been in the weeds the last week or so, really dealing with some old man issues and trying to keep myself motivated and going and whatnot, but it's been a tough one. It is a fundraiser, you bet. This is put on every year by the Boy Scouts, and they're amazing. They started out 8 years ago completely down in the basement. That's where they had their haunted house. And they started everything with using old skids and stuff for lumber and whatnot. And through the years, they built it up, and now they've got, as you saw, some pretty elaborate stuff. And they moved it over to Oolithorn Hall, which wasn't being utilized for anything but our ghost hunts. And so we kind of lost out there because I really did. There is no question in my mind that Oolithorn Hall used to be, and I say used to be because it's not anymore, the most active building on this entire campus. It was crazy active back in the day that we would ghost hunt over there exclusively, because the building would sit until the next ghost hunt. Nobody would ever go in there, and it was untouched. Nobody would do anything over there. And then when they start breaking out walls and tearing it around and creating the haunted house, which is great, it goes to a fantastic cause. But it changed the dynamics of that building, and it'll never, ever be the same. Here we got somebody crawling on a... Oh, that's funny. That's funny. It's always seemed like this, I've said it a million times already tonight, it seemed like the guys are more afraid than the girls. So, at any rate, the Boy Scouts put it on, and 4 years ago, this is the 5th year this year that they've used Oolithorn Hall now. And they've come to a point where basically they do a split. And I'm not privy. I don't know what the split is, how much they make. I just know that when it comes to donations, they donate more money back to the monastery than any other single donator in the course of a year. And I know from my experience, I'm up to probably, it's been kind of a slow year for me. I haven't done that much here, but I bet you I've donated $15,000 to $18,000 this year through my fundraiser and different events and stuff like that, and the business that I brought in. But the first year I was here, I raised over $30,000, and that was not even as much as what the haunted house donated that year. That year, the haunted house donated more than I was able to raise from their haunted house. They raised more money in 4 weekends than I did in an entire year, and donated it back to the monastery. Not only that, okay, now these Boy Scouts, they use the money and they have some fun with it too. They go take some pretty exotic little trips to cool places and whatnot. I'm talking, like a weekend, a week-long outing somewhere really cool. But on top of that, they donate a percentage of whatever they make back to the monastery. But on top of that, they take a big chunk of that money and buy toys for tots. And then during Christmas time, they distribute toys for tots to all the low-income families and families that, might not otherwise have Christmas if it weren't for their efforts. And I'm talking good stuff. And there's so much stuff that there's always the brave one that goes first. They have so much stuff that when they start separating it to age groups and there's everything from infants to adults. They got a little bit of everything for anybody. They have so much stuff that there's literally so many boxes in the basement of toys that they've collected and different stuff that they've collected throughout the year, that it fills the entire basement. And then they have a day or a couple of weekends where if you need them, you just pull up, tell them how many kids you got, how many people you're trying to shop for, and they load you up. I mean, they literally load you up with probably more gifts than you're going to be able to afford anyways. And what a cool cause. I mean, these guys really, and it's all volunteers. These kids work their butts off, and it's all volunteer stuff. So kudos to them. Yeah, they do a lot of amazing stuff for the community. And this haunted house, is a big deal. It provides the initial funds to do all that with. So yeah, I don't mind sharing with them. And, it's too bad that Hulathorn's not the same. But again, it's going towards a great cause overall. And that's what I'm about too. I would love to see this monastery here 100 years from now. Of course, I won't be around to see it, but I mean, I'd like to know that it's going to be around for another 100 years. So that's what I've always been about. And hopefully, the more I'm hearing about new owners and the place for sale and the possibilities of what this may become, it's kind of heartbreaking. I don't want it to be sold. And I get it. That's why they own the property. These investors have invested their money to make money. And I totally get I totally get that part of it, but it's sad what's going to be sacrificed to make that money. And a lot of that is a lot of the you know, if you look at someday I'll sit here because I do have the new map that was designed to show the Planning and Zoning Committee here in Canyon City back in the last election to get the land re-annexed and rezoned so that they could do some of this stuff should the property sell. And it's heartbreaking because all this farmland and all this stuff that's around us will become apartments and rec centers and parking lots, and there's not going to be any farmland around us anymore. And a lot of the buildings that are original here are immediately slated to be demolished and tore down, and that breaks my heart. Now, the saving grace for the monastery is the fact that it is been historically designated. Well, that protects the architectural value of the building, but it doesn't really do anything for the interior of the building, is my understanding. So it could be a high-end hotel, is what they currently have the idea for, and a high dollar, I forget what they call them, pocket mall or something like that, that will become the first floor. But we're talking major expensive name brand like Macy's and shit like that coming in, and this community can't afford that. I don't see why they would build something like that here. So they want to make it the hoity-toity place, and yeah, it makes no sense. This is not the area to do this. The whole thing about Canyon City, the whole thing about Florence and Penrose, these little towns all support the prison. There's 5 major prisons right here, plus the territorial prison. That's what this community, that's the economic foundation of these communities, is the prison system, either from the guards that work at the prisons and their families, or the people that have people in prison that live here to be in close proximity to the loved ones that are in prison. But that's the major population of this community. It's not a resort community. That's funny. Oh, is he talking? No, he wasn't talking on the phone. He's just kind of holding the side of his head. Like, don't make me look, don't make me look. So, you know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know why you would choose this area to do something like that. And not only that, there's property all around this property that is vacant. It's not even built on. Why are you choosing this property to build all this housing and all this other stuff when there's plenty of property available? Why do you have to ruin this property? And like I say, it's and I'm not saying that it'll ever happen, but that's kind of how the plans are laid out right now. And that approval was made. The county did approve that, and it was approved in the election that they would rezone this to do something like that. And that breaks my heart, because I put a lot of sweat equity into this place over the last 10 years, going on 11 years now. And I don't want to see it pieced out like that. So, yeah, it sucks, because this is a beautiful, beautiful place. Anyways, let's see here now. We've got a couple of couples that are in the maze right now. So one of them ought to be coming out into the slaughter room area here pretty quick. Nope. At this point, Chris, if those buyers go through with it, again, they're a group of investors. That's what it's all about. It's about making money. And, you know, they've already gone through the whole architectural design area of what they have in mind. Supposedly, there they are. There's that couple. Now there should be another couple in behind them, or a couple more people. what they have designed is incredible. 800 units gonna take up the fields over here. Single family units. There we go. Now we should have some more people coming through here anytime. And what, you know, they're talking about the city building a rec center over here to where the winery is and the old barn and all that stuff. That would become the new rec center. And so we'll lose that land and possibly those buildings. Some of those buildings, if not all of them. First thing to go is Ulazorn Hall. They definitely have it because it's a liability issue to bulldoze it as soon as they take over the property. So it will be gone. I just thought I saw somebody come into that hallway down the hall from me. Let me switch cameras here real quick because I thought somebody was in my hallway. I thought I saw somebody's head. And I don't see anybody down there. I don't see anybody. I could have swore I saw their heads down here. I don't see them in this camera either. Oh, must have been my imagination. Must have been my imagination because I certainly don't see him. Okay, we got a whole bunch more people coming in. Yep, now we're starting to back up all the way to the upstairs, it looks like. All right, well, I don't see who I thought I saw, so let's go back to the... There we go. It was Ghost, all right. Because right above here, right above this doorway, of course, you guys can see this, my other camera here. But right above there, I thought I saw somebody walk in and walk out of that room right there. And obviously, not so. Not so. Oh, there we go. Oh, here comes a whole bunch of kids coming in. See how long it takes them to get down there. Quite a few people in here, that's for sure. Yeah, they were at by the classroom there. Chris is where I saw it, right there. In the classroom. That's what I should have did was move that real quick. I didn't think about that. But it looked like somebody walked right into the classroom. Okay. Hey, you guys. Okay. Then we got a few backed up again, or they're kind of in the, I almost thought I saw a shadow on the stairwell now, or the ramp end. I'm going to go down there and look, because maybe somebody hopped over the wall. They could do that. They could definitely do that if they wanted to. Last year, I caught those people, a group of guys, and of course the monks were set up in the same way, but I had the cameras turned around opposite of where it is now, so you could see all the monks, and they were actually up on that little stand that you see actually right down here now. They had these laid out, and then the monks were all lined up on top of these little stands down this hallway here. And I watched some guys come in, and they started punching every single one of them and knocking them over as they went down the row. Senseless, but I was able to catch who did it. Nothing happened other than the fact that they were asked to leave, but, off and on, they would actually have a live actor down there standing amongst the dummies. And, if the way those guys were swinging at those things, they could have, hurt one of the actors had they punched them. But fortunately, at that particular time, there was nobody there other than dummies. So, but it's just senseless, I don't understand. They're probably buzzed and just showing off for their friends. They were probably 20s. I can't even blame it on kids. All right, there's that group. They've still got the big guy leading. Got the train going. Okay, so they made it to the end. Now that we should have another group coming through here, because we know there's a whole mess of people in there. Where are they at? Send them through. Send them on through. We got that group through. Bring them through. Send the next group. And I don't see that shadow over here anymore, so I don't know if what I was saying, but 940. Here we go. We got some crawlers. Boy, that guy's down low. Oh, hell no. I'd be standing up. He got all the kids behind him. Those floors are getting nice and polished. Wonder why they always hold their ears. Yeah, I wonder if it's the music is loud or what. Because it seems like people are always holding their ears. They come out of there. And I don't know, because I haven't been down there. At least when it's working. She's going, oh, hell no. We just started and I'm tired. I want to go home. I'm tired. All right, well. Yeah, wait till they get to the mattresses. Boy, that's where I wished I had a camera, because I imagine not only do you have to crawl through, but then they have a squeeze part where you have to go, you have no choice but to slide in between mattresses that don't have a hell of a lot of room. And I'm a big guy. For me to slide through there is difficult when the mattresses are so close together. But you have to go quite a distance, you have to go 30 feet between mattresses and cut a corner at that same time at one point to get out of that. So it's, if you're tired from crawling through there, it only gets worse, I'll tell you that much. Great for the kids, but not so great for the adults. And the funny thing is if I would have shown you back when they first opened, we got some more coming through, then you would have saw scared them. have saw that there was like 70 and 80-year-old people going through there. And I'm thinking, what's going to happen when they get to the other end? This isn't going to be so good. Yep. Seemed like we got a lot more coming in than we got that have gone through. So I don't know. I don't know where all these people are going. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to take a walk upstairs to the 4th floor. Take my little light, see if I can't confuse some people. In the meantime, I'll go ahead and put you on 16 cameras. See the cameras that I can cover up. I don't need that. There, so you'll be able to see where I'm at anyways. I'll give you a full view of this. Let's see here. There we go. So let me move this over to here. And this down to here. All right, I'm going to go up on the 4th floor real quick. More crawlers, right? There they are. There they are. Kitties. Kiddos. Kiddos. All right, well. Okay, well, actually, they look like they just came through the door, so we've been missing a bunch of people? I don't know. I don't know. All right, keep an eye on things. I'm going to run upstairs. You'll see me in the camera and play havoc with the crowds. And then I'll come back down.
It's great in here.
Yeah, so say I can see everything that's going on.
Oh, wow.
And then
Wow.
also, actually, you can't.
Do you see anything paranormal or no?
You guys will, I kept telling Jason and Bernard, you guys will have to come sometime and do it. I've got all this equipment,
Right?
real ghost stuff, and
And do a hunt? Is that
yeah,
what you're saying?
actually do that, yeah. But here you can see I've got these cameras as well. So,
Very nice.
there, so I can keep an eye on the first floor and everything that's going on and
Very
all
cool.
the other floors as well.
What's the craziest thing you've seen happen in here?
A lot of stuff happens all the time, really.
Really?
I've been doing it since like the late 70s.
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a lot to get me going. And I'm in here all the time by myself, you know. And when you guys aren't here, I'll go hang out in the basement and I'll go over to the floor. And it doesn't bother me. I'm not freaked out by any of that.
What made you choose this building or this church in general?
Mostly because I do a lot of paranormal events and host a lot of stuff. And like you guys, I raise money for the monastery here.
Okay.
And so if you look at the room next door to us here, this is set up for people that come visit. And do a paranormal investigation. Then I set them up in here. No. No. I've got a couple. There's I've been touched, I've been pushed, I've been shoved. I was supposed to have so I spent a lot of time in this building, and I feel like, first off, let me just say I'm a I try for scientific reasons and explanations before I ever jump to a paranormal conclusion. But there's things in here that there is no way that I can explain it other than possible. And Ullathorne Hall, before you guys set up the haunted house,
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me.
was by far the most active building on this campus.
Really?
Yeah,
Before?
yeah.
Do you like stop or something?
Ken's
They don't
still
like
over
us.
there. Ken doesn't like anything.
Don't tell. No,
Yeah, he's a little
I
kid.
will
He
never
was,
go in there
he was
again.
picked on when he was a little, when he was going to school there, talking with a lisp and all the students picked on him. But he's still over there. He's not gonna harm you. It's Rick you gotta worry about. We got the smoker, the crawler here. It's funny watching you guys crawl around on the floor and stuff, because if they only knew the story of the crawler.
Oh,
It's a true story.
Well, now you gotta tell us the
And
story
I
of the
catch
color.
him,
No,
I catch him
shut
on.
up.
Hold on, I can't leave now.
I'm not gonna be able to go to bed.
Hug your ears real quick.
Let me get rid of some of this stuff here. See what all I got open. Go and grab that. Thank you. Minimize. And push this out of my way. More.
This is a pretty elaborate setup.
Then if I go to here,
Takes it serious.
like where this door is right here, where you have this monk set up.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever tried to open that door?
We hid in there for hide and seek.
The
You know
bathroom
how
door?
hard it is to open and close and
Yes.
stuff?
You talking about the bathroom thing?
Yes.
It opens by itself. Here, I'll show you this was the first time that it happened. I had a group
yes.
investigating, and they were in that's where all the washers and dryers and stuff are. They were in there, they got so freaked out, they left. They couldn't investigate anymore, because this door kept opening by
Oh,
itself.
the boiler room door.
And they kept hearing growling and
Will
whatnot.
not go down there. I don't care how
We'll
many
see
people
it here
are.
in
Is
a
it gonna open in
second.
this video?
Yeah.
No way.
I made it long, and that way you can see there's no strings, nobody pushing it. Okay, so it opens up like that. That was the first time. So I I moved my camera back so I could catch the whole door. And this was just before my mayhem event. So I had people, paranormal investigators from all over the United States here the day before when this happened. They came the next day. And 30 of us could not figure out how I did this next thing. Because here you'll see it again. Now it's daytime, right? And if you remember when you were setting up, I have the rubber ball set up in the hallway there. Now that thing slides against the floor. You got to pick it up.
So dope.
And
so
you have to pick it up and open it. And
What's
of
the
course,
most haunted floor in this building?
I like the basement, but 4th floor is probably. And there's kids. You'll hear them laughing and playing. I've had them where I'm doing the spirit portal.
Dude, I am never doing walk in here again.
And
Never again.
I'm sitting up there and I'm doing the portal, and I've got the parabolic mic over here, which, you know, that you can hear somebody whisper from 100 yards away. And so I'm listening through that. I could hear the kids shuffling and coming forward to me and laughing and giggling. And so I had motion light, some cat balls, and I'm set up on both ends. And so the motion light went off. I said, come on closer, you can get closer if you want to. And I play hide and go seek with them and different games and stuff. So they like that. But they're really intrigued by the portal. So they started coming closer. Even my people, in fact, right now, I am Twitch. We're live streaming on Twitch right now. I'll tell you that. But my people in my live stream, they could hear everything that was going on without the parabolic mic. And they said, hey, they're right there. So I said, well, come closer. And all of a sudden the cat ball lights up. And I said, okay, well, you know, you made the motion light go off. You made the cat ball go off. But if it's really one of you guys, somebody needs to go to the other end and line up. And as soon as I said that, the other light at the other end of the hall went off. And so we sit there and we interacted for a minute, and you could hear their voices through the portal coming through.
How long do you save footage?
Months, years, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, see, this is where we're at right now. Oh, you guys, sorry about that. You got.
Oh my god.
Do you think you'd have something from last December?
Yeah, actually, I do. I have some stuff from your investigation last year.
Do you have a video of her getting scared at the top of the stairs when her dad threw a box at her or something?
No, because it depends on where my cameras are. And last year, my cameras were pointed down this way, the opposite way that they are this year. I turned them around a little bit.
There was a camera right out.
There was a camera. It was coming up on the main floor, coming up to the 2nd floor.
Right.
There was a camera right there.
This camera, then it would be this guy.
Yeah.
Right?
I think that's right.
That goes down to the basement and out the back door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago?
It was
December.
December of 2021. I can get an exact date.
We came down the stairs and he came flying out of here and I was on the floor.
She's dramatic.
I was
Freaked out or what?
She's just very sensitive.
Oh.
I was so scared.
Did we not have a lock-in? Oh, on the 9th of December of 2021.
I'll write it down and definitely look it up. Better pad, here it is. Got clipped.
You now have to come with
I
me
know.
because you made me nervous. I cannot walk down there. I couldn't walk down there before,
20,
and now I really
21?
Yeah.
Okay. 21, and that would have been camera 6. Yeah, check me with me on, I'll be at an abandoned hospital tomorrow, so I'll be investigating that. And I won't be here. Sunday I've got a group coming in here, and then Thursday I got another group. Middle of the week or towards the end, maybe next weekend.
Can I give you my number? I don't have yours.
Yeah, actually, and I have a card too if you want to call me. Here.
She's embarrassed by it, so of course
This is a black man. It was horrible.
She gets scared by everything, so.
It's my dad. He's evil.
He's evil.
That's my Simply Ghost, and then my wee boondock is where I put
All right.
all my YouTubes and stuff. But
All right.
yeah, check it out. And,
Thanks for showing us.
yeah, where I have all my fun. It's nice up here. Got a fridge and a microwave, and you
Yeah.
can probably
See
smell
it
the
when
popcorn. And
When we walk by, because we
To
gotta
set
set
the
up that
skeleton
skeleton.
up.
oh yeah,
See
yeah,
this room, like, what is going on in there?
right, right. Well, now you know.
Yeah.
This is yeah,
All
where I
right.
do my live stream. Catch me on Twitch. Make sure you follow me and see what I'm up
Is
to.
that on the card?
Cause like, no, it's what's up, Gramps. They call me Ghost Gramps. I'm one of the pair of geezers.
All right. All right.
Yep. Glad I had some fun with ya. All right. Well, as you can see, I did stir up a couple there. They were wondering what the heck was going on. So they come to check it out, and I caught them on the stairwell coming up. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. All right, let me get the cameras back up. You guys need to be seen. Let's see. Okay. There we go. All right. Back to this. Go back to the 4 view. Go back to the front door view. Oh, closed it out. Didn't mean to do that. And I guess it doesn't matter. We don't need to see who comes in. And just leave it open like that. There we go. All right, we got some live ones coming in. Coming in as we speak. Good, they shimmied in. That's how I would do it. They shimmied in. That's. Alrighty then. Well, that's about it for tonight, Mr. Sir X. I think I'm gonna call it. Wasn't planning on hanging out, but I will be probably setting this up so that it can live stream probably Sunday night and just let it play again and set up the sound. So thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had some fun tonight. And yeah, that's about it for me. More crawlers. All right, Chris, thank you. Have a good one. And thanks to anybody that catches the VODs later. I appreciate the support. And I'll see you when I see ya. Good night, everybody.